Welcome back to Adventure Repeat. If this is your first time here, make sure you like the video, subscribe. We got great content coming. Comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want to hear about. Tell us your experiences. I'd like to know. So, here we are in our brand new 2024 Chevrolet 2500 HD. So, this is a crew cab model. This is brand new. So, what we have is this front interior. This is the Gideon Dark Atmosphere interior. Normally, most people pick the black on black, the Gideon Atmosphere that they call it. I know on the line, on the builder, it looks very white. Believe me, this is not white. This is more of a gray. So if you're worried about being dirty and causing a mess and ruining the seats, I don't think that's going to be a possibility because this is gray. I wouldn't have bought it if I thought that was a thing. This is nice. It gives some nice accents, the nice different color dash pads, door panels, everything. It ties in very nicely. I think the gray color is actually a really nice accent to it. The black on black is nice, but it always seemed to be lacking. So this is an LTZ, so it has the bigger up-level dash, and we chose to go with bucket seats. We test drove everything, and the bench seats was good. It wasn't a big deal. Your center console was here. It flipped up. The seat wasn't that comfortable. It was there, and this is a very short pocket. So it's kind of a lot of dead space. You couldn't really do much with it unless you want to put a CB radio or things like that, but that's about it. It was really kind of an unnecessary and unused space. So going with the bucket seats, again, the cup holders in the back right here at the center console. You have a full depth center console for plenty of storage. Cup holders here. You have a nice big storage tray and then storage on both sides, and this integrated very nicely in it. With this also, you get wireless phone charging. So there's a nice little pocket right there for wireless charging, so when you're hooked up to your screen, your phone's not going dead while you're traveling down the road. So we felt the bucket seats actually worked out the best for us and how we like to do things. To note with it, these buckets are actually further apart. This cab is wider than our 2015 Chevy Tahoe because this was actually narrower. And the nice thing is they actually made it a little bit longer. So when we're sitting here with our arms rested out, we're not kind of hanging over the cup holders and things like that. So it's actually a more convenient and more comfortable armrest. So it's been great. We've had some nice road trips with it. So a lot of nice things. Sun visors, things like that. It's all pretty standard with this dash. It worked out very nicely. We have all our switches and buttons and things like that. Nice and easy to see. Traction control, tailgate drop. It's all right here with it. This is actually pretty intuitive to work with and use. On the Dodges, we drove a Dodge Ram Rebel. Awesome truck. Just rode very poorly. You felt it in the back. It was not a comfortable ride. And the vertical screen was easy to work with, but doing heater controls, things like that, you got to go find the menu and do the screen and do that. It just didn't work for us. So this actually felt a lot more comfortable, a lot easier to use, more we're used to. And to me, a lot of the styling cues seem to come from like the old-fashioned 2003 Chevy where the dash was kind of more lateral. So kind of felt like home anyways. A lot of your standard functions that you always used to find in a Chevy truck. This is the fully digital gauge cluster. So all the gauges are digital. You can actually upgrade and update and change how it lays out inside the dash. It's a pretty nice feature. It's really cool to work with. You can play around and make it how you like it. So I'm old-fashioned. I love needle gauges, and you can have the needle gauges on here, but to have all the other settings, all the other data set up there all the time is actually very beneficial versus just having the small screen where you have to cycle through all the different data all together. So it works out very nicely. So there is no sunglass holder like you used to find in the older ones with the upper overhead center console. So they have this little pocket right here. You can put your sunglasses up there, or you can put other phones and tablets and things like that. So that's a nice little feature that they put in there. Like the Super Duties, they have that kind of catch-all holder up there. Chevrolet has a similar one where you can even put your phones. If it's not hooked up to this GPS, you can still see it playing right up there, nice and easy. So it actually works out pretty nice to have that. So pretty simple like that. We'll actually start the truck and you can see. So this is the gas engine, not the Duramax. And it actually sounds pretty nice. There's not ungodly loud in here, but you still have a little bit of rumble to go with it. You can see the gauges and things like that. They have a nice dash layout. Comes with Sirius XM, even has a clock on the side of that. So it works out pretty nice. We have actually set some nice fuel economy numbers for the first 484 miles. We're usually averaging about 16 miles per gallon on a 15-mile trip, so it's actually pretty nice for a truck that hasn't even broken in yet. Full-size 3/4 ton truck. I had set the record the other day at 17.9, so that's, I think, great numbers for an engine that is still being broke in. So these trucks so far has been laid out very nicely. We chose this one because it felt the best overall. So this is the interior, the front seat, how it's laid out, and what we found with our 2024 Chevrolet 2500 HD with the Gideon Dark Atmosphere interior. We like it, we enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you think about it. And remember, have a great adventure.